Good evening, friends. Welcome, workers, resources, Republic, Soviet, TBD. Initializing vehicle types. Yes, we will be ready here any moment now for the continuation. The ever ongoing continuation. Who knows for how long this will go. If you're from the future, then you know for how long it will go on, but at the moment I do not know. I cannot stop, that's for sure. I don't know what it is that drives me on, neither, but I cannot stop. It is something. It is this game. It is very addictive, and also I think it's become a bit of a habit, this sitting down and talking about it and rambling on and being incoherent, mostly, probably most of the time anyway. Yes, what we see here now is we continue. We're out by Shotahiti, and I decided, well, even though all the streets are already done, so this is a bit superfluous, but still, I decided they need a proper, thing here with gravel, gravel and asphalt bitumen, asphalt and concrete. Yes, and they're actually not that far from being done here. This is. Yeah, this is doing pretty good. I wonder what Valkavisk rail construction office is up to, if anything, because they might be able to help here unless they are too busy. Let's not look at that mess, and let's also do this. Yes, here is a lack of high voltage that we need to. I think we could simply do this. Come to think of it. For now, anyway, we have a little bit of an unbalance in the forces, in the high voltage forces. Anyway, you were out here to do something, only to do that, maybe. Yes. Correct. No, not only to do that. That was while well, you see, you're already way off target, or whatever it's supposed to be. It's a disaster. Yes. It is a disaster. Oh, yes, right, I remember now. I did a Valkavisk rail construction office, but I ended up in the power plant, and there, from there it went. The rail construction office is a little odd-looking building, probably close to the railroad, like here. You're not busy at all? That is excellent, because that we can use you to go building here a little bit. Like these things. That one and that one. Thank you. You only have one vehicle, right? So you'll only... Yes. But there you go. Yes, they are working away on this as fast they can, which isn't that fast, but look at it. It's getting there. It's getting there. Only $1 million worth of work left. And how much for the bridge? $1 million there too. This is really not going quickly. No, I think the railroad up there is rather busy. Let's see here, this is already correctly set, yes. And that might be contributing to why it's taking a while. But yes, getting Valkavisk to do these will be excellent. Yes, I will put the diamond in later. Yes, it will only mess with things. Right. Where you'd want the diamond would be. Yes, preferably right here. because these are long enough that you don't need to take that into consideration. However, there's a level crossing there, so that is not going to work very well. And I don't suppose... Okay. But then, it's also the matter of doing it the other way around. Okay. Well, if you say so. I'm not going to argue. And we can hear the construction trains leaving from wherever they are. Actually, that's good to know that they are working. And you know what? The one line here has actually been finished. Yes. This right-hand line has been finished. And for some reason, even though it was the right track, I elected to signal it that way. Maybe this piece of railroad will be right-hand drive. I don't know. It's only a little bit left. Actually, it's only this bit left. It's one more. Oh, it's the culture capital that's supposed to do that. That's not going to happen, We are much better off using the people here. The culture capital. They will be busy building that bridge for a long time to come. So it won't ever get done. Eventually it will, but it will take time. Anyway, this cross-country thing, yes, it crosses straight through. Not the entire country, but it crosses straight through. This is not at all the railroad that you're talking about. No, the railroad I'm talking about is out here. Yes, this, and it skirts the mountain, and it's yes, it's in between the mountain and the settlements and the fields, and it turned out pretty lovely. And trains have already used it actually the other way, by their own, initiative, and so far, knock on wood, has not caused issues. We can be pretty certain that it will, though. Anywho, yes, this is going to take a little while for them to finish, but they have now finished the concrete plant and that thing, which is very good. You have bitumen, you have electricity, you just don't have any workers. Now, you didn't think about that now, did you? No, I did not include that in the design, no. Then we're going to have to add that into the mix. We could try a shuttle. Yes, this is getting a little bit silly now, maybe. Anyway, we need to go over to the vehicles area anyway, because we need ourselves a cement truck. Do you really think that we have cement trucks just standing around here? No. This is a cement tank. Yes, but there is nothing here. All of them are at work. No, there is one at the road vehicles depot. Very good. And you even have the Katzinchad cement plant in your route. I wonder where this used to be going. Probably somewhere important. That, and also a bus. A bus that we could preferably put on a line immediately here. So we'll take it out of the depot right there. What are you doing now? I'm getting some passengers out of here. Pump. Yes, just go round and round. Well, just bring a few. I don't think it will bring more than workplaces that are available. It might not. It might not. Unload. And wait. But we're not going to get a whole lot of concrete nor asphalt until we get gravel in here, which is still a little whiles away. Yes, indeed it is. And what do we have here? If not a thing where outwork is a mechanism, but they'll get to it, I'm sure. It could also be that we are depleting the source of workers here for the construction offices slightly. This bus. Yes, this bus. It is. It did not get anyone. Not good. Okay, you go. Well, we are currently well employed here anyway. Right. More housing. Definitely a whole lot more housing here is what we are going to get ourselves. So residential and I mean, once you've settled for a style for a town, this is enormous. We'll move. I think that we have plenty of adult children around. So we'll try it something like that. Pretty much, yes, that was sort of what I was going for. And then obviously we'll put something down here. I suppose it would make the most sense to have it go from there. Wonder if it's possible to get another one of these enormous buildings in here. It's not. No, never mind. We'll pull it down to there, maybe not. I don't know. Also do that so they can even get started on the building immediately. I think they should be able to by doing that. So, road, no, it's still not quite a road just yet. Yes, I'm going to go and fix the electricity. You don't suppose, by the way, that you could do one of these on like so? Well, it certainly could be done if we allowed a little bit of remodeling. Here, we're going to have to, unfortunately, yes, I'm sorry, terribly sorry. You cannot build due to infrastructure. Yes, I realized that you're... What the hell is that? Okay, you're fine there, but that's a bit... I was hoping more for around here, you know. And I think that if we... And that's not what I wanted at all. This is what I wanted. If we do this, you will be a whole lot more amenable to getting in here, I think. Like that, maybe. Exactly. it won't line up symmetrically and things like that, but you know, you can't get it all. We get something here, building in the way. We sort of need to get this road here, and preferably I would like, come on, a curve. Oh, yes, but I'm going to have to do it again because that's the wrong type of road, and I'm not going to have cut out trolley bus lines here on my streets. Oh, but that, yes. And then is it possible to get the road in with the SDs? And you just have to remove a bit more there, maybe. This, I think if you take that back, like so, and then just, you know, ta-da, that got it. We could create a little bit even more of a ledge here and put the street right down it. Right. Yes. And then we have a separate level here for future development. Should get this in as, you know, steep as possible. Unless you want the people to be able to traverse it, but that's for a different day. Now get back in there and get them started on it. Right, this does not really have a quick fix for that, but no matter. No matter. Has the construction, yes, the construction train has arrived. They are waiting there. Now we have to fence these off here a bit or we'll have trouble. But that one made you go home, which is unfortunate. But I wrote what was one supposed to do. Yes, and whilst we're waiting for that railroad, we might as well put in some streets here, some proper streets. Although the road building crews, what's this? They ought to be plenty busy already, as it stands, you know, with everything going on. This maybe will not help. Also, this is not really supposed to be a proper road, because the proper road is the bridge. That you have there, this is definitely not part of that. We'll put that back in and they can do those bits, maybe. Bridge, no asphalt. Yes, chicken and egg. Once we have asphalt really close by and locally available here, we won't need it that much. That's always what you get. I think that meanwhile they should have been producing a few hopper cars here at the train factory, maybe. Well, no, cancel that and get going on that one, and also maybe increase the number of workers here just a little bit, so that we can actually get something done. $33 million. We're halfway to the to the cargo ship. Yes. Okay, this is definitely something that needs fixing. Right now it looks, now it looks fine, of course, because we're running gamla bettan here. Then it's fine. But somewhere around here there will be a different high voltage circuit. Yes, because this one is overloaded. And I think if we follow this, yes, this line, you know, click, highlight it. But then it would be a different game. What do we have? What's going on here? And there doesn't seem to be. No, of course not. Still, again, because we have gamla bettan going. This is where we should hook up something, and you appear to already have done something odd here. Yes. Where does this go? Right here. Here we have a bottleneck. Because this is... all of this is part of the internal grid, I think. Maybe. Or is it this heavy duty wire here? Where does that go? That goes there, and that goes there, and that goes back that way. What the hell is going on here? I have absolutely no idea. None whatsoever. But there should be an independent high voltage circuit out here, for example. This is most definitely an independent high voltage circuit. So from here, it's eating molna, but that doesn't take that much now, does it? Okay. Don't know why I would do it that way. That is limiting. Cannot have that. And then come out. We're going to have to turn a bit. Shouldn't you always leave a connection available? Can you do it? No. Okay. Right, we're going that way, by the way. So maybe. No, be very careful here. We cancel the correct one. Right. Is this somewhat? Yes, it's somewhat in the direction that we're going. There's lots of stuff. We're just just making it worse, you know. All of this. Yes, I know. What the hell is one supposed to do? Remove that, and instead hook this up to there, I think. Might do something. How much did you need? You said 71 tons of steel. Okay. And no one should need to be without electricity for this work. Since we have gamla bettan running here. She might be under heavy load. Not too bad. No, she's doing fine. She's doing really fine. It's nice to see her working after all these years. Standing still for 70 years or something. I hope that, yeah, we have coal. We seem to have coal available. for it. Very good. This should also be helping with keeping the voltage drops in the coal mine to a minimum, and that also keeps the production up. You see this, 370 tons per workday. 400. Wow. And people are still streaming towards it. And that's the maximum that we can handle at these places. But it's nowhere near enough to be filling the backlog. But actually, at this, okay, we're only 140 people in the steel mill. That's why it's sort of scraping by. I'd say it's doing quite alright. Uranium conversion plant in Sejov. I wonder if does this spread radiation when it burns, or is it only the no, it's only the power plant that spreads radiation when it burns, apparently. So, about this thing. This thing is it's quite something, you know. If we could just get workers from the bus platform to here. It is so close, but not. Maybe if we no. You still cannot get through there. That's the problem, you know. And we cannot put the crossing in because then we need forklifts. Then it no longer works as a passive thing. Very, very annoying that we cannot use the current workforce for this. Unacceptable, even. Now, if you were to have it is fairly close after all, so and of course you would have footpath connections in every which way except the one that would be optimum for us under these very circumstances. There is a building in the way. This is the building that we're trying to get you to. That happens to be in the way. Let's see here. Have I touched? Yeah, I already touched it. Screw it. We might as well see if it will work immediately then. 362 meters to the fire station. Is it possible? Would it be possible to get a street in here, you know, with street lights? Maybe it would be possible. We shall see. First, let's just know they can walk on the road to the fire station for the moment. Like here. Okay. Yes. I really wish we could have some like lit footpaths that would extend the range of the walking distance as much as the sidewalk does. Yes, paved footpath with lights. Why not? Okay, I think that this might actually do it. maybe. I don't know if it matters that this is not actually lit up. Don't think so. Because they're walking, they're taking the footpathway anyway. No, they're not. They're actually walking on the road. Well, what if we could encourage them to do that? That might also shave off a few meters, you know, every bit counts here. But we would want them to go onto the street as soon as possible. They still prefer to walk on the road. At 296 meters, that leaves us 100 meters to make it to, and we have to make it there and then that bit too. It's going to be very, very close, if at all. Now, the other thing with this nuclear reprocessing plant, it requires 2 tons of chemicals per workday at maximum production to make half a ton of UF6. Whilst this requires 0.21 tons of chemicals, so it is rather expensive. This will be in chemicals wise. Yes, you? What are you up to? All sorts of things that are absolutely not related to nuclear stuff. We should not mix the trucks for food with the nuclear business, I don't think. You already have plenty on your plate, but you do this sort of stuff. Yes, good. We put you to work here too. You do the chemicals. Where did I go now? I put that there. Yes. And try and keep it maxed up, please, because they can only hold 4.5 tons. So that's two days worth. As we're using the just-in-time delivery system here, apparently. Now this is not a nice bit of thing. They have alternate routes available. Not as convenient. But it will do. Okay, in the meantime, have you done anything out here? How's it going with everything? I didn't set up the bus stops. No, I didn't do it that way. We did it with the bus. Remember, it doesn't seem to be working. There's no one here. Is there anyone here? Oh, there's plenty of people here. Go here instead. Screw this. Kindergarten, Haiti. Okay. Whatever. One student. At the moment we are overstaffed. Yes, the children have grown up, but the next what should we call it? Kull here is incoming, and pretty soon we're already having students in the schoolyard waiting. For some reason there's a real low amount of staff here too, whilst here it's completely overstaffed. Yes. Now, did we get any people in here? Not yet. Yeah, what are you doing? Here's the one. Why did you get in 39 people? Don't load. And maybe unload too. %, out of 60. Yes, that ought to do it for these two places. Again, whilst waiting for the railroad to be finished, maybe we should pave these streets, roads, because these will be important and later on will be very difficult to pave. That was the completely wrong order to do them in, because the vehicles will get confused, I think. Should we go over there and where they currently get their gravel and make sure that they're not confused vehicles here? There is nothing here. Well, I wouldn't say there is nothing. There is plenty of private personal traffic going on. And the harvester is starting to harvest. Yes, probably one of the first. Excellent. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, what is there anything else here that we want to tend to whilst in the area? We can check in on this. We're still yes, terrible. Very good. 0.85% rating of Soviet propaganda. Yes, lots of people out there listening in the world, for sure. Yes, I should also mention, you see, it's the year 2000 here. But it's actually the year 2070. If you add it all up as it's actually been, progressed, all of this stuff. So the century of TBD. It sounds like an intimate disease. TBD. Yes. Still 100 years of that has gotten, and here we are. But that's there's already a special thing devoted to that. So we shall not delve further into that. You see, yes, this is what I imagined would happen. Unfinished road. This you cannot do. You can continue later on. This too. And you who are remaining, you are fine. No other confused vehicles here. No. For how long? total time traveling 10 hours. Supposedly then they should get less happy. They should get a happiness penalty from this, but they don't. I've seen up to 70 hours with still 100% happiness. So, whatever. I think it would be fine if they just teleported home after 5 hours. It would still allow us to use this setup to get, you know, to get the damn thing to work as you know, sometimes here, let's make sure that we are storing gravel here and nothing else. How are you doing on this? You apparently decided to alternate a bit between these. Yes, there's plenty of things to go here. But the road construction seems to be progressing, I'd say. Yes, and obviously you should draw in the road upgrade from this direction, so that the construction officers will not pick this up after that and then you draw in this bit and then they can't get to that, and that they aren't clever enough to figure out that they have to do this bit first, you know. There's a little bit of a dip there, unfortunately, but it just is impossible to avoid. Is the tunnel? No, it's not finished, but there's an exit apparently. And this hasn't really gotten very far. No. But it's fine too. It's really no matter what's going on here. Yes, of course you cannot get to them places right now, and that's absolutely fine. We don't care, particularly. This is running fine. It will be done pretty soon. 200 work days, 21 tons of asphalt remaining to finish. That's one dumper. What's going on here then? Okay then. What's going on here is that this piece of railroad is finished, and well, if we just turned you around, still have you going to the same place, and you know, you're just going to have, okay, so this is wait a minute here now. Yes, this is going to be left-hand drive after all. And already they have started using it, so that ought to say something about the, you know, necessity of this here railroad. Necessity. Well, if the trains use it, and if they like this as a route, then it was a good. That was wrong. Then it was a good thing to do. No. What are you doing here? Here you have to think differently. But you don't have to consider the road, because the road is a tunnel. Right. Much good. Much excellent. that was pointing that way. Okay. What the hell is going on here? It seems to be a very long way to go, this. In case we have queuing, we stop in plenty of room for the road. And from here... here it has to be two-way. Yes. From that point and that, yes, that ought to work. Yes, then trains can still come in here, fuel up, flip around and go out again. This is an unsafe length of train, but apparently it's working. What are you doing though, Sveinemann? How much do they have out here? I think they're full, you know. Quite, yes, they are full. We could go and sell this, but then it's not a good idea to sell now. It never will be. We need to get closer to it. We will go and sell it. Western borders, yes, go. You too. Western borders, go. And how much? Okay, there's a bit left. Yes, we're not producing fuel at the moment. These could be hooked up for you know, a minimum fee. No, just put that in series with that. Or to do it in case this is... that's the thing with these. Once they're connected, you don't quite know. And which is output and which is input. But I don't suppose that would be an input. For reference, parking space, input. Parking space, input. Doesn't say anything about the... Okay, well... Right, so looking at it from that angle, like so, then you have the other input to the right, which is here then, okay. Right, I remember screwing about with some pipe pumping stations and things at a place which was a bit important but would make it for a while, but let's just make sure that it is working. It was here. It seems to be working quite alright. And it's pumping bitumen into there and into there. Very good. Aha, we now have a path into there, but we're not going to send trains in quite yet. No. Do we have any other silly business here going on? No, we cannot finalize signaling for this quite yet. We also need this built before we can. You don't have an assigned construction office. That's awfully sad. Neither one of you do. Okay, nothing here has. Right, we need to go and catch that train again. Pavkavisk. Okay, yes, you're from there. Yeah, that's good, you know. There's plenty more of stuff here for you to do, such as this. Are you sure this is not assigned? Yes. It's because I could put the signal in there, and since then they have not been working on it. Now, from there we ought to be able to do that bit too. And then that might even complete it all the way in there. Will you eventually get around this? Yes, I think you will. There are related vehicles here. Excavators, dumper. No, open hull with excavator. Excellent. Very good. 110 kilometers per hour. That's a whole lot better than 25. Since apparently we are bringing you in from a little ways away. That's not where they're going though. No. No, the high voltage thing is not finished. Oh, one of these is finished though. Look at this. Can we get the interface back, please? Thank you. It's 297 people in here, okay. Can you walk to the shop? Yes, you can. You can walk to hospital shop and bus platform, not the school, which is maybe not okay. That could be quite easily remedied, I think. You know, here we'll do a little foot-based area. Like so. And here as well. Yes. $2,757 population. It's not bad. The kindergartens are really full there, and we're going to need more school capacity. And where should we put it? This is sort of the educational district, isn't it? We have the kindergartens, we have the school, we have the university. So we might as well put another school in here. Yes, another one just like the one we have down there, in fact. Whichever that was an old school. No, it was not that one. Neither was it that. What? That's not a school. That's the other thing. Yes, this is the one. If we put that here, for example. You know, putting these many things into action at once is asking for trouble. But this is good. They're continuing to work their ways towards the respective destinations here. I could not bring all asphalt. Oh, they need that was gravel. By the way, what about this then? Is this because this doesn't really have a good route into town, you know? preferably it would go through here, and since this is a single track sort of shunting track thing, only to shunt things in there, and there is no through traffic and such, I think that we're quite fine with a level crossing here. Might even be a bit charming. Like that. Yes. That should provide better road access. Embassy, how are you doing? 130. It's just a bit. This is good and all that. This is high. But it isn't really doing anything. That was the point. Yes, that was the point after all. 100 workers waiting here. It's about... But I'm not... I don't feel like doing it right now, but by getting this business sorted out by not commuting workers in from over there to here, rather doing it from here. Yes. We could switch one of the construction offices over to use this bus platform as a source of workers. Maybe. We could try, see what happens. There are plenty more people standing around out here though. Yes, but we can also do this. There you go. That will encourage a whole lot more people to go and work there. Problem is that from here they cannot walk to a whole lot of places. No, so after they've been standing around there, they basically have a choice of working at the kindergarten or not a whole lot more. But that will change when this gets finished. Yes, because then they'll be able to go through here, and they can get to the school, they can probably get to the shop, they can probably get to the other school as well, and to the university. So, yes, minimal penalty should be required. Where is that construction train? Okay, we seem to be getting through traffic here now. What are you doing? You're going to Ballasros from Stroppanes. Train this, yes, that's out there. That makes perfect sense to use this line. Thanks, since you happen to go by here and we have the music on and such, we shall enjoy the ride. This is actually a train of quite proper length too. This is not a bad route. Well, rail engineering-wise, it is terrible because of all the height differences involved, which are also quite unnecessary, especially that one. But it's nice. And here, you know, this is good. This is good stuff. This is good workers and resources right here. This is not so good. I admit. But this is better. And you know, if one would want to rearrange or optimize the train lines, the train routes that they take, now with this new railroad in place, and also the later bit with the tunnel and the thing shortcut coming through there, one could probably do a whole lot better than this currently. But you know, as long as it's working, which is most of the time. Now it was a rather long way to go. Here. And, well, you are actually we're going by here, so why not top it up while you're at it, you know, since you're passing by and everything. It's not really the internal strategical field relocation no longer, though. This is more like the random fuel relocation, or just random fuel logistics. Why didn't you stop? Because you still had that as your next stop. It will work the next time. Yes, high voltage line out by about here somewhere maybe. It was not quite, but it's here it is. How are you doing? You're finished. Yes, you are. Are you also finished at the other end? If so, we should be able to shut Old Bettan down. Now. That's not the right way to go. It goes via lots of switches here. Here it is. Yes, this has 110 kilovolts, no megawatts. So plenty of potential. You know what? We do this. We take this with us. Let's see here. Yes, this one. We take this with us, indeed, and then we shut Old Bettan down and see what happens. Yes, that would be over by Vavkavysk, yes. It's actually running reasonably there, yes. And it is so painfully slow around here that... And there we go, it shot straight up and took over the load. There's a slight voltage drop as the inrush current here maybe, or we are overloading the grid. Don't know. Anyway, it is not a big part of the place, I don't think, that goes by here. So now we are at stable 110 kilovolts here. Very good. Very, very good. Because this then goes on here on this 15 megawatt line, regrettably limited to that. But I think it's fine if we look over here. There are some switches right there. No, we're not drawing anything down there. This is... this is good. This is good. This really should be a tunnel. Shouldn't it? I think we have construction crews and such available, and materials and all the sorts of things that you would need. Don't we? Now, if the vehicles will prefer this route or the mountain pass, there we can't quite be certain. No, that's 18,500 workdays. Okay, it's going. Katsincha, a huge construction office. Yes, you should have everything you need, I think, to do this. Okay. Still a question mark. They're not finished here yet. No, they're not. They still have a little bit to go. But vehicles are coming. Rolling asphalt. Now, you are of course not going to wait for an open hull to come and get you. You're going to drive to Rikedomarna. Yes, at 14 kilometers an hour. I think that's like 5 kilometers away or something. In the game's way of measuring things. So yeah, I think that you'll be there in about a month or two. And meanwhile, you will not be causing any issues. No. It'll all work out great. There seems to be lots of people on the bus platform here now. 100. Very good. Very good. We should still shuffle around the workforce there, and all sorts of things, but not quite yet. They have still not have any workers, but the bus is on its way. Yes, and you will have a better road there later on, but you might still choose to take this though. Yes, we're going to have to build a proper one there later on when this is finished. Speaking of being finished, you are not. We have an open hull is on the way. No, we're not heading to this building. But we have asphalt is on the way. We have a roller on site. You should not be required. No, you are going back to the construction office. Right. Very good. This road will be finished very soon. You have not touched upon that quite yet. You're confused about something. Start or end building is not connected. Okay. Why would you say such a thing? See, that really should not have been a problem. Then you went home again, god damn it. Crap. Vavkavusk. Really want you to do this bit, please. Actually, that bit starts there. Now, I'll just keep you around for a bit here. And then, if we remove that and put it here instead on finished railroad, then maybe, just maybe, you won't have such large issues with this. I don't know though, but maybe. Yes, you have a question mark over your head there, little boss, but that's all fine, because this road is finished. We even get money back right now if I were to click this. Figure it out, please. Thank you. And the next time you show up here, you ought to be bringing workers. Not that it will help a whole lot. Have you done anything? Not really. Heading to this building is at 0 kilometers per hour. But you were waiting at a signal. Yes, there are a few bottlenecks, and not only bottlenecks, strange behaviors regarding railroad going on here. And the other aeroplane burned down, but the supersonic one is still here, and that looks so mean. And I really like this, the Jupiler 144. Supposedly they were terrible to fly on, but still, quite something. Incredibly loud and uncomfortable and such, but still a supersonic flight. In the Soviet Union, it's not going to be quiet. What are you expecting? So we have a bit of meat here, 206 tons, in fact. Not bad. Neither. Okay, 8 workers, no other serious stuff is going on there. And here they have everything they could want. Yes. Population 60,500. Lovely. 3,000 escapes, but nothing too bad. I think that would have been the adult children that was escaping and will continue to escape because we have so many of them. Yes, we could get rid of that statistic by bringing the death toll up instead, by removing ambulances, for example. But I don't think that we're going to do that. This is good. Concrete is arriving at quite a rate. And workers too. It's this will be done in no time at all. And so will this. They just need to install the streetlights now. This thing though, no, that's taking a while longer. Oh, the bridge is finished. Should we then perhaps also do that bit? And I don't know about that. I think we'll leave it. Yes, this time for some reason you brought like 20 kilograms of bricks. That's like 2 bricks. And they need 65 tons. Are you low on bricks? No, but we actually don't have a whole lot in. Is that why this is taking so long? Maybe. I don't know. It could be. And the tankers, okay, yes, I've been in an argument on the Steam forum. God damn it, that's a complete waste of energy about this. But look at this. Look at the economy and trade here now. Yes, I get to rant. This is my forum. I can rant all I want here. Where is it? Fuel. Yes. This here. Fuel. There we can see the tankers are unloading here now. And could you stop? Could you stay there, please? The tankers are unloading, and for every new day that they every day that they unload, when the new day arrives, the pricing algorithm here that is simulating the global market in an extremely rudimentary fashion. Yes, okay, they sold a bit of this resource today. And bought a bit of this, then we adjust the prices accordingly. And you can so clearly see that, and it's you can see the code in front of you. If you've ever written any code, you can see that code that does that. It is simple as hell, and it really deflates the value. Inflates, deflates, decreases the value of the cargo of your ships, since the way they've implemented, what I suggested in my time-lapse shipping video a long time ago, that the ship could go away for a while, unload, and then come back. The way they did that to get the ship to stay away for a while, it would appear to me to be that it unloads slowly. It goes just off the map. It's probably on the map. It's just hidden or something. It goes just off the map, and then it starts unloading. And it unloads for a month or two. I don't know how long it takes. It takes a long time. Yes. So for that entire time, that pricing algorithm is going to say, hey, they've been selling fuel. Let's adjust the price down. So that's not very satisfying, is it? To get like a half or 2/3 of the value of the cargo, and that's not how the argument that I got into with some person on the forum, which apparently represents 3 Division. Yes, that was the most annoying bit. And he went on about, it's you're selling a resource that there is no need for on the market, and that's why the price is going down. No, that's not it. This is a simple goddamn algorithm hack, simple coding thing that is, I think it's embarrassing for the game, for this fine game. I think it is embarrassing actually to see. And I mean, I think you can still get away with this pricing code. I think it works fine. It could work fine. Just put the ship off the map for a while, don't have it do anything, and then unload everything in a day or two. And it won't. The price will drop that day. Yes, a bit. But not this badly. So that's that. I got hopefully that got it out of my system. Because as a this was in that's the thing also. This was in the bugs forum. I think that this is a bug. I consider this a bug, since they have proclaimed the ships to be final, released, and finished. Now, then I consider this a bug. So I filed it in the bugs forum. And then I don't want to get in an argument with someone who's supposedly representing the 3 division about how you're supposed to be punished for exporting things and selling things that there is no demand for. But the thing is, with this simple algorithm that they've got here, once we stop selling, the price will climb back up again. Yes, and that shouldn't happen then. If we did flood the market with fuel, it should stay low until that fuel is consumed, and the demand starts going up again. But that's not what happens. We get the exact same curve going back up. So it's all bullshit, basically. I think it's a game. And it's a piece of code that does this, and it doesn't work quite well. And in the bugs forum, why do you have a non-code oriented person to be the interface between the bug reporter and the development team? You should not have that. One who gets into political arguments and how you're supposed to punish capitalistic players. I'm not a capitalistic player anyway. That's not the point. This is a technical problem. This is a coding problem in the game. This is nothing else. Yeah, that's about it. I could call it sloppy coding, but I'm not going to do that. It is sloppy coding, but all programmers are lazy. We are lazy by nature. I'm not a programmer. I do sometimes program, write code. Yes, I'm not a programmer, but we are lazy by nature. Yes, we want machines to do our work. That's what we do. So, and you always try to get away with the easiest mods you can come up with to get the thing to work. Yes, and it's so obvious to me, looking at this graph. And I can maybe understand that for a person that doesn't have experience in coding. It is not that obvious. But it's pretty damn obvious to a programmer. Anyway, am I finished? I think so. There was a bit of weight lifted actually off the chest there. Yes, get a better modder for the bugs forum. Moderator. Yes, get a better moderator for the bugs forum. Who can focus on the actual bugs and not other things. That's the last bit. Now it is out. It's a very good tune. This is the folk version of the main theme. It is excellent. It's very cheerful and very nice. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. You see, that got me in a little bit of a better mood to get that rant out. I'm sorry for doing that, but was so goddamn annoyed. Yeah, you can go and look for the thread if you want to read something ridiculous from both parties. I'm not claiming to be better or such. No, just as bad. No, the point is that it's a coding quality problem, not an argument about the world market of supply and demand, blah blah blah, yada yada. Stop it then. Yes, you see, my mind functions in a sort of way where it has a little bit of trouble of letting go of things, actually to such an extent that it qualifies as a disablement. Yes, I am disabled, mentally disabled, in fact. So I shall try my best to let go of this now. Why aren't you taking the road instead? It's finished. You have a huge truck here with steel that you're driving on this footpath, maybe. And here we have a paved street and everything for. Yeah, it was shorter. Okay. Well, then it's completely fine. You know, go ahead and ruin the nice footpath that we've built here. Okay, now that we have a bit more footpath in, where can we get to from? We can get to the shop from the bus. We can get to fire station. We can get to universities. We can get to both schools. Very good. Then we can basically send the entire town to work there first, except for the ones that we want to work in here, which we still want quite a few to do. Well, about half production percentage at the embassy. I suppose that's good. Also a place that, for a little bit of foot-based infrastructure. One could even. Yes, what do you think about this? You know, we have this. I know there are plenty of things in here. If we go into the shop category, I think there's like a little beer kiosk somewhere. Kiosk bazaar. No. Kiosk food. Small shopping center, grocery store. Shop. No, it's pub, of course. Kiosk beer. Exactly. Does it really need a street connection? I believe it does to get deliveries in there. You can't do anything about this terrain, so don't even try. Just please get. Oh, we'll put you here. Is this really? No, this is what you want. Thought it looked a bit large. Something like that. Yes, and then footpath, and even more things. Monument, I think it is, bench and things, a little gazebo here, if you wouldn't mind. You seem to would there you wouldn't mind. There's an arch. That's pretty cool. That we should have this in front of the here. It's too large. And table. Yes, we can have a table here too in the park. So they can go and get a beer and then sit down at the table here in the nice park. It is not a park. But if we plant a few trees, I think it constitutes as a park. I don't think that this is going to hook up though. It is too sharp a turn. It is, no. Remove. And instead do something that is really rare here, but still a few trees, poplar, a little bit of these, maybe. Don't want to do too much, just a little bit, and around here maybe. A few bushes here, yes. A few bushels of bushes. No, I don't think that many. They are building quickly. Well, you know, when we have this many workers available and the resources are readily available as well, and 2 cranes helping too. That's quite satisfying, actually. Look at this. Things are happening. These are quite expensive, which I like. Yes. Like splurging here, like even more expensive houses and things to build, please. Yes, we could do another Palace of Soviets. No, one is quite enough. Where are you? You are heading here and at speed too. But you haven't made it very far. You're just leaving. Maybe you've been doing something else in between. I hope so. So yes, 1.5 hours. It's getting too late as usual. My circadian rhythm is completely destroyed. Also, as usual, it always happens. And you know, I'm apparently supposed to be a grown-up man now, but do I act like one? Not quite. Sometimes. Where are you going? Oh, you're going here. Or here. Where there wasn't any gravel, of course, whilst... No, there wasn't any gravel there neither. Never mind, no matter, etc. Oh, you're out of bricks. Here comes a few bricks. But why only bring nothing when they need 63 tons? And there are 1,852 tons of bricks available. I don't understand. Quite. This could we get this done so that we could put you know, a little gravel hauler together. I think that we have all the things we need up here to do that now. Because you have been doing, yes. What do they? I think that's going to be enough. And it's going to be one of these locomotives, which was apparently a passenger locomotive. GP40 would be much more suited to this task, but we don't have one available. Really, we don't have any GP40s. I think that we've sold them all or put them to use or sold. No, we haven't sold many of those, but where are they then? No, they got... we were forced to sell them because of train wait until train fully enter depot. Waited for many years, it did not fully enter depot. And also they managed somehow to put like 5-6 GP40s in one of these road cargo stations, or road vehicles depots rather, and that was not really feasible to get them out there. So those had to go too. And the license is like lots of money to get. Again, 24 million as very affordable. No, we'll go with this locomotive. It will do just fine. Where is it though? Did it go for a refuel maybe? Yes, it did. Wait a minute here now. Which one? This one has... Okay, this is the one we want you in. Mechanic and train depot. And that's the one you're going to. Very good. We wouldn't happen to have any cars available. No, not really. I would have imagined that this place would have been overflowing by now, but no. We do have here. We could send a train load of them to the border as well. Why don't we? Because the train is not in there, it's in here. I am currently running that train back and forth here. That's why there are no cars in this in here. A very long train with open wagons. More or less. Is slightly more colorful maybe in the original meaning there, but the gist is what it is anyway. Should you continue doing this långt jävla tåg, or should we send you to one of these places here, for example? Here, any of these places would do nicely. This one, yes. Next time you're going here, load, yes, and then you go here again. Continue. No, you do that after that you have been here, please. There you go, unload. Very good. And one more thing, because we don't want this to continue indefinitely, so we'll put you into the depot after this. There you go. You didn't get a whole lot of cars this time. $368,090. what happened over here with the nuclear reprocessing plant. It sounds dirty and dangerous, so it might well be something that we would want. Okay. Workers have gotten in here. We just need to get some nuclear waste out here. And fortunately we do have a bit of that. Yes, we will grab an open hull here, such as you. We'll drive you all the way down here. And I don't know which one. We can take this one maybe. There, load. And then go here. About. Yes. There. Unload. Wait. I don't know. We might end up with a whole bunch of nuclear waste here. But anyway. This should be fine. Then we're also going to need to transport, right, the UF6. Yes, we're going to transport that from there to here, whose import space is already full. But I think that we can do that on, if we set up something like this. Now, this is a mod and it may not work as intended, but we shall give it a shot anyway. There, open hull, you go from here, where you load and you wait until you are unloaded, and you take that there and you wait until unloaded. Yes, just shuttling back and forth here somehow. Here we should also do a little bit of road upgrading. There we go. Wouldn't this be the radio and television train that has been in here for a complete refill? Yes, it would. Have you gotten electronics into the shop here? Yes, you have. No meat for the moment, though. It's unfortunate. It's the way it is. Where is the meat? Here is the meat. There is no meat. Say of small shopping center Beatas means okay. You're doing that. Do we have any refrigerators doing this route? Or what are you? Yes, you're doing this. You're standing still though. That would be because you are parked up here. You are not parked up. You are parked up at at there. Okay. Well then, there's no wonder that we're not getting enough meat in here, is it? I don't know how these are getting their meat, but do not wait, because you will be blocking other vehicles from entering and such. Beatas Road Cargo Station 3 Swage Meat Storage 3. That's not really where we want you to go from. We would like you to go from, I think, here, but okay. There's a backlog. I don't know if I dare send you in here. What's the matter? Not enough livestock. Aren't we running these at like maximum? Yes, we are, but we might need. We're running this. We can increase Yes, there we go. More workers, more livestock. These 3 livestock farms will not be enough if we intend to keep expanding on the population here. Oh, and another problem is that we have 2 trains that go in here to load up on meat, one of which distributes meat to 2 places that can store an enormous amount. Yes. And whenever the train is in, it gets priority over the trucks, so it takes a lot of meat out of this system. And now we have like all the trucks in the realm standing here, slowly waiting and getting slowly filled with meat. Right. This is nice. It is autumn. It is the we can do the time of year when we can do this lovely thing. Yes, I enjoy this a lot for some reason. Yes. Oh, I can even see them really far away here, coming. That's funny that it shows up on the wagons rather than the locomotive. Well, this makes perfect sense, of course, but you never know. Right, the tunnel is still not finished. We're even working on it, not right now, but every now and then. You have still not gotten down here. Well, okay, you're there. Right, that is preventing you from entering because you should not be blocked by anyone. You know what? Screw this semaphore. If it wasn't for this semaphore, this railroad would have been finished. I mean, wouldn't it be a nice target here if we could get gravel in here before we wrap up? I think it would. One more open hull you have banged to get open hull hopper car. Yes. And we had a few since before as well. That's good. If you would please make it back here, which you will and are doing right about now. There you go. We shall now remove these things from your list of duties and we shall hook up these. There we go. That's plenty enough. How much gravel? 480 tons. Yes, that will do just lovely. And you will be going from down here somewhere here. Yes, and then head about here. Somewhere. Yes, here. There. Unload. Wait until unloaded. We should not send you off. Well, we could send you off. There's still a construction thing in here, though. But that's the last of it. Yes, this. And then do that. Maybe do. I don't know. This is really not going quickly. How many bricks did you bring this time? 27 tons. That's more like it. That might actually make a difference. And you're now finished with that one. You have resources. Would you please fix that bit as well before going home? No. I think I'm going to send the gravel train. We might get some issues. I think that we'll be able to resolve them. Yeah, I think so. Should we do a short break and then wrap up when the gravel has gotten in here? Yes. That's what we're going to do. And the train has been loaded with gravel. I haven't dared look quite at what's going on, you know, with with regards to our destination. We shall find out when we get there, I suppose. Yes. Which will actually be a little while, because it is a bit of a ways to go. This one is, we're going to make a right here, and then we have to go through. Yes, there are a few pieces here that are single tracked, and I mean I don't have to leave them single tracked. I could significantly increase the bandwidth of the railroad by double tracking this. You see. Here, I could easily. This is even not even a problem. This was just probably done as a attempt at time saving. You know, when constructing the original railroad. Yes. Let's try that one more time, and from there instead. Much better. Yes, it has to work really hard here for every section, and I don't know if it is simply the complexity of the world that makes it this way, or there maybe, most likely yes, it could be. And right about to, though we're not going to be able to do a good job right there right now. What we can do, however, is a pretty good, we could do this. If we put in one of these there, And then we ask you here. Vavkavisk. No, not Vavkavisk. That does not make sense to do from this direction because they will have to start there and then go, you know. Actually, I think they could use this route. That one is not finished, but they could. No, that goes all the way out here. Through here. I think they'll find a way. I think they'll find a way to do this bit. Regrettably, I have closed them down though. So we shall go and get the one that was intended for this job. But they're busy with the thing, you know. They're busy with the bridge. Yes, but they will have to get done with that bridge soon. Otherwise I'm going to get Moln on that bridge instead. Because this is taking forever. Halfway? Not impressed. I have to say. But if you were to do this bit, I have not planned it in quite yet. No. There we go. If you were to do that bit. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. That's correct. We have to build it from the other way. Which should not be impossible. It's just that rearranging these signals here right now. We need to remove the signal in order to be able to pull the track in far enough to make a good junction. But that cannot be done now because it will release this train. Which is obviously not something we want to be doing at this moment. Shouldn't you were just supposed to be getting gravel up to... Yes, but it's here. No. So we're doing a little bit of this in the meantime. So what we're going to have to do here is pause the game for just a slight moment and put that in there and unpause. Yeah, I think that will do it. Right, and yes, and then we'll put one of those there and not. It doesn't matter that the other one is at the other end. Not, at least not right now. It might later on. Yeah. And as we can see here from the queue, it is quite a choke point. This we have. Okay, we have a little bit of a backup. It's a good thing that we're getting this done. Because it would seem to be quite necessary. And this should be a roundabout instead. It would be more efficient, I think. But yes, the main problem is that most of the trains want to go up here. And the ones that want to go over there will have to wait. That's the way it is for the moment. Yes, you have blue. If you were to instead... Now this is interesting because the construction train that will be finishing this railroad here is, pardon me, is just ahead of the one that's going to be the first train to actually use this place. Yes, That ought to be interesting. But it's not going to be. Yeah, we have a signal there, so that ought to stop it there, and then it will be fine. That's exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go follow this train. Here. There it is. We got 80 tons of gravel, 13 tons of steel and 26 tons of prefab panels here. Do we really need all that for that tiny bit? I suppose we do. And there, the audio engine. Yes, I maybe should stop playing, but it is annoying as hell. Fix the goddamn game. Right. I am very patient with this game, and I have been very patient, so every now and then I have to let off a little bit of frustration, you know. Because, you know, sitting down, I can't even imagine sitting down as a new player. Well, now there are tutorials and things at least. Maybe those help. But still, even if you do those, it's it doesn't even scratch the surface, you know. And here we have more single-tracked. Oh right, this is all part of this. Yes, this will be a bit more challenging to double track, maybe, but the benefits of doing so will be even greater. But problem is that we really ought to be going on the other side here with this one, right? Well, maybe we could do it this way too. Let's try. From there, yeah. And then see if we can't first just sail straight through all of this. Yes, very good. All the way until it gets double tracked again. Oh, okay. That's not something we want to figure out right now exactly how that's supposed to work. So we'll do it a little bit easier here by doing that. Right. Where was it? There. But this is, you know, but a tiny bit of what is required, because then we have this, and you won't be able to make this turn, I don't think. No, that is correct, but I will be able to make a silly turn here, maybe. What if we go out here? And then do... because this is complete chaos here. They can go every which way. It doesn't matter, as long as we hook it up somewhere. Like that, for example. I think it will work. And same goes here. Not quite like that, no. We could try here. Oh, yes. Something like this eventually. Yes, there must be something going on here. That's a piece of single track going up to there. That can definitely be left as is. Right. Here's a bit of a problem that this is Well, maybe the path signaling will deal with that, so we don't have to. Yes, and you did not put the semaphore in there, the semaphore in here. Yes, perfect placement. Get started. Is it close enough to be picked up by Vavkavisk? I don't think so. Vavkavisk. Yes, that's where we're supposed to go from. Yes, it has to be. They have that's an iron ore processing plant. This is the rail construction office. Yes. Maybe we should migrate a vehicle down here. Yes, I used to have a license to build these. Yes. That is very expensive. Although it is in rubles, and if we sell the cars to to the east, we get good money for it. Well, good amount of rubles anyway. Okay, this rail construction office. What are you trying to accomplish here? Nothing quite. But out here, no. I'm getting my bounce here this way. More or less, yes, that's Vavkavisk, and then you're out this way. To Tahiti. No, we go further. Yes, we go all the way out here, you see. And this is where we're double tracking. Well, so it would appear. Then you ought to have picked this up. You probably have by now. No. There we go. And in order for you to be able to work on a bit more things at once here, we'll go to Molna. Where they have two. And they are currently working on one thing. So they only need one thing. This one seems to be in operation. This one is not. Here, somewhere. Yes, let's see if we can hit it from this distance. There. Now, that gravel train, yes, gravel, it has made it, and it made it out, maybe. Okay, they have had a little bit of an incident here. But you see, I think that we could help. No, we couldn't, because you... Come on. This you can definitely figure out. You know what? We're going to make this... yes. Wait. That's what we want. That is now one way. Yes. What the hell did you do? What? It's one way the other way. You're going the wrong way. Go back into that thing. And we should have a chain signal here. We should have a one way out there. Actually, there. And here. Although the construction train might still need that. Yes. That ought to be enough for you to... I hope you can figure this. Yes, you can cross over here. And then hopefully by the time next time we roll around, we are at a stage where this would no longer be necessary. However, this piece of the thing, yes, we're going to make this one way, and once we've done that, it will be fine. Then we can make this two-way again, so the construction train in and out of there can make it right. I thought I made sense, but I might not have. No, the important business right now is that we actually have asphalt and concrete available locally. We have everything available locally now. Gravel. Yes, gravel. There you go. Fantastic. You too. Gravel. Local, not freshly made, not locally made, but locally stored, and very quick to get access to. Asphalt. There, concrete. There, and you too. Asphalt. Asphalt. There, and concrete. There, very good. And you get your stuff from there where everything exists. And workers, you should... Well, there are 200 people waiting here. How many are waiting here? 200. You should take your people locally too. Not the long distance commuters. We should cut down on that line significantly. You're supposed to just quickly wrap this up, not go on for another 2 hours. Yes. I can't help myself. I seriously, I have a problem. Workers, there you go. Shota 80 bus platform. Very good, very good. And let's find the buses here. All related vehicles, that's these. They're all on the same line, so we shall add a stop to that line, which is this road vehicles depot. There we go. I don't know what will happen. These people, they might get stuck here in an endless loop eventually. I don't know, but there's still workplaces available at the fire station, of course. Yes, we're also going to need to... pardon me. We're also going to need to supply this place with workers from the local supply. Yes, and it makes quite much sense to use this bus, doesn't it? I mean, after you've been to that, you even have 15 workers left over here. So, I think that's plenty, really. Unload. This is good. Is this shut down? Yes, it is shut down. That is also good then. So now we just need to build a road or something. But you're still coming, right? Yes, you're still coming. Valkavisk Rail Construction Office. Bum. Yes, we can. We have, for example, I saw a bit of road. Well, yes, but this is ridiculous. This is something a bit more impressive, maybe. Yes, this can be removed now. yes, this is the bit. This one. This is a really important one, actually. And it's annoying. It has that thing in there. Okay. And it wasn't even that one. It is this one. This mud business here that we have. We're going to have to do it this way to be safe. You don't have any cement. And the cement truck is out. Is it... I have not clicked the go button. Okay. Yes, where are you? Right. That is a little bit of a ways away. And you are quite tiny. Is this your top speed? No, it's night and it's a gravel road. Yes. Okay. Well, it's going to be a while until we can make cement up there then. But we are paving roads, and for that we don't need cement. Let's see what a fully equipped, fully resourced up local construction fleet can do here. I would like to see something quite impressive. Please. It would appear that we would need gravel. It looked like you have asphalt. Okay, very good. Yes, we are progressing. Look at this. It will be done today, more or less. And so will this. This is actually the important bit. Yes, this one is not so important. Come to think of it. And later on we'll also get to upgrading this bit in case they would prefer to take that route. We could do, something like that would be much more optimal for the commuters here. It is people that we're driving around. After all, why not make it as efficient and comfortable as possible for them? Yes, as long as you do those from the inside, it appears you can do quite a few. Now there's other infrastructure in the way, but you get the point. We've gotten ourselves a pollution monitoring station here. Actual pollution. It is not bad, but it is November, so we don't burn a whole lot of bitumen at the moment. But we will start to burn more very soon. Is this working? 4 workers, 5. Temperature is too low. Missing bitumen. But you have a distribution office here. You don't have a source of bitumen. Of course you don't. No, why would you? This is just fuel that we do from here. You know what? You don't need to get involved with this so much. We have, for example, what's this? This is a bitumen. Okay, you have a dedicated truck. That's how we do it then. That's how we do it. We take truck. What to be found here? What to be found there, and then we could, is how the vehicle's doing. That one, I believe, was the one that we sent the train to. $44 million. Yes, we were getting there. We are getting there. And hopefully, let's see what's happening. Resource status: fuel. Aha. We have sold. I hope we're making again. Anyway, a tanker for this before it slips my mind. Right, and where do we have a great big store of bitumen close to you? Actually, we have one really handily available. And it also happens to be where this train is right now. It's here. Load bitumen. Go down the road a bit and then wait until unloaded. Which should be fine. Please hurry up. I did not start it. Did not start it. Not a whole lot of things going to happen then. Which one was it? Think it might have been. It was not that. Neither that one. Neither that one. Neither that. This is the one. Yes, yes. Go. Go, 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 go. And hurry up. Please. What? You had a problem? Yes. Now, you can't quite figure out how to get home from here. But you... Oh. Right. Because you're on the wrong side of the track. I think I'm going to take the little easy way out here. Yes. I'm simply go home. Yes. And now we're actually ready to signal this up for something intermediate, not completely final, real traffic situation. But something at least. For example, the important bit is we keep this bit one way. Yes, we need to keep this bit one way. And if we do that, I think everything should work out. Because the gravel train will come in, will have to come in that way. And we can still have this two-way for that, yes, and maybe put the signal in here too. We can't place. That's unfortunate because that's really where I need it. And it won't be possible. It might not be important. What it is saying that it's red that way. It ought not have to be. What if we do that? Still red. Why? Because the signal is buggy? No, because there is nothing on the return path here. Right. And this is actually, if it would fit in there, but it won't, but it will fit in here. Yes, very good. I got it figured out. And where are you going? Are you now going to do this bit, aren't you? Very good. It's about time. Yes, and we can see, as we can see here, this road is already finished. So we do that bit too, and this bit too, and here too. Yes, when you are at this stage, it becomes feasible. So if you have a ridiculously high performant single core, well, where the single core is very high performant, I suppose you could run this game for quite a while. You need 2 at least cores, but you can't get. Anyway, the point is the single thread performance. Yes, if you could get a real quick one of those and a decent graphics card, it will still slow down at some points, but at least, because I feel at this point, you know, at sometimes the CPU cycles, so it's simply not enough to do the world simulation properly without slowing the game down. So I think many frame drops are due to that, i.e. CPU rather than GPU. Whilst other things, such as this, is more GPU thing. Let's get all those 6 gigabytes of video memory filled. Yes, you do. Tunnel. It's soon to be finished. Molna, you're going to be the ones who get to do this bit. At least until that point. Because they are so goddamn slow here. Right, well, where were we finished with these here semaphores? I think so, because they are forced. The gravel train is forced to take that track in, and is forced to take that track out in order to make it. And then this here, it is one way. Yes, so that should be no problem at all. Regular trains can even pass by here every now and then. Is this 2-way? Ugh. Apparently so. It does not have to be any longer. Or does it? No, it does not have to be, because that train returns that way. Very good. Then what we do here is instead this. This will allow for a whole lot more efficient handling of traffic through here. But you seem to be under the impression that this still needs to be 2-way. Yes, it was for the duration of that build, which is now finished. So we can do this real proper like that. Unfortunately, we cannot get signals in here everywhere. That said, these should not be necessary now that we have the path signaling. I don't know. I really don't know. Right, you don't need that path to return. Nope, you don't. I don't see why this is red, though. Yes, there's a train in there, but it should be grey. Does it have to be a path signal to be grey? No, but this is red here too. Yes, and that is because that is same thing. Path signal should allow a train to pass. we can help it along here a bit. I cannot place a semaphore here. No. That, however, will do it. And will do just fine, in fact. It's even the way we want it. But a bit more like that. And later on a chain signal there. And it will all be lovely. Yes, you're going to have to make one more trip to finish this. I hope that the construction train from the culture capital is here by then. Where the hell? It takes them a long time to traverse this piece of railroad for some reason. Listen, that's that far, really. Oh, okay, it is quite a way. Well, this happened to be a coal train heading for the heating business of the country capital in time for winter. Yes, they have planned. Good. Where are you? And why are you not working on this? I can't. You're moving apparently. We missed you on the railroad. Oh, you took the scenic routes. Right. Okay then. You're still on your way back. I see. I see indeed. That explains why it takes so long time. If it takes, a really strange route back, which it might well do, since it looks here and it sees trains are waiting at signals. I'm taking the long but free path. We got a bitumen in. Very good. And we did ask you to wait until unloaded. Yeah. It's all good. 7 workers. It's maybe a bit less than we'd optimally like to see, but it's good enough, I think. Okay, any more impressive roadworks in the mind here in Yes, we could build a lit street up to the substation. I still haven't finished this. And here there is really no point to it other than we have now built so much infrastructure to be able to do this easily and such, so we might as well. That's how I feel at this point. Now make sure we don't paint ourselves into a corner here. We're not. As long as you don't do that, you're usually fine. But yeah, this I suppose is about as much as you can expect performance-wise out of a road construction. And it is not terrible by any means. It's very satisfying, in fact. Yes. And that is what it is. Yes, it's going to start snowing in two days here. So we might as well stick around for the snow while we're here. Sure. There isn't anything like that if I were to play that now. Vintersaga, but that you never know how bad you're going to be hit. You might not be that bad hit, or you're completely destroyed. I should give it a shot. And that's Wait a minute here now. Is this... What are you doing? Well, at least it's not playing. That's good. Ah, yeah, indeed. Yes, any second here now, we should get something like that, maybe. Yes, that did do something. The snow is falling on the landscape here. And in case I have to take this music out, how am I supposed to relate to the music if it might not be here, you know? Well, I don't know.
En kusttanker som stampar genom drivisen i Kvark.
Varför jag alltid lite try.
Träningspass på Ullevi i dis. Gränsstation i Tornio, en gumma på en spark. Landsortsby där snöstormen drar in. Tät snö som gloppar i Mariabergets backar. Hett och svett på stad i Härnösand. En tradare i snörök mellan Kiruna och fjärran. Flämtande ljus i Visby hamn. Det är då som det stora vemodet rullar in. Och från havet blåser en nisande grå kall vind. I Malmö rispas dimman av färjornas sirener. Och på andra sidan sundet där börjar världen. En ensam Volvo sliter i motvinden på Tjörnbron. Bion i Pajala ger den sista färden. Lapplandsbilen tjuter som ett vilddjur genom natten. Gårdarna släcker sina ljus. Ett stormpiskat Marstrand ber sitt paternoster. Stockholm city svajar i sitt rus. Det är då som det stora vemodet rullar in. Och från havet blåser en nisande grå kall vind. Tradarfik i Docksta, i motorvägens skugga. En överdos på Skärholmens station. insnöade gårdar någonstans på Österlen, och fyllan växer till på Mommas krog. Frusen törst i kön till stadspuben i Luleå, frusna drömmar ut i monarki. Kärleken får leva mellan nattskiftet och dröm. Kärleken går på billigt vin. Det är då som det stora vemodet rullar in. Och från havet blåser en isande gråkall vind.
Indeed it does.
Det är då
Som det stora vemodet rullar in.
och från havet blåser en isande gråkall vind. Det är då som det stora vemodet rullar in. Och från havet blåser en isande gråkall vind. Det är då som det stora vemodet rullar in. Och från havet blåser en isande gråkall vind.
There we go. Thank you, Ted Ström. That's a very beautiful, very beautiful song. And it's called Vintersaga, you know, the winter fairy tale, or just a winter tale, I think, more appropriate for the circus. I might have had to cut it out. It depends completely on the licensing terms and such. As long as it's not, you know, unpublishable, it will stay. So, what were we up to before I got a bit carried away, or carried away? I got a bit lost in the music. Yes, it's nice to do that. You could probably hear it bleed through from my monitors into the microphone. It was rather loud. But there we go. Well, yes, we're micromanagementing some rail building, amongst other things. Yes, and if we were to see here, if we could get, how's this now working? If you go back to the regular music machine, does anything work? Well, we could always do something by audionautics.com. It is made this, but it might be a bit out of place. We shall see how it feels. It is beautiful. Audionautics with an X. Audio nautix.com. This is rather beautiful too. Could it be that we have a mishap on the railroad, and that's why? Because I noticed here that there weren't that many trains around, really. Yes, you of course, but that should not be a huge problem, right? very big problem. At least not for you. You know what we'll do for now is teleport you back home. And then next time we'll be around here, you'll have a way of sneaking over there if it wasn't for the semaphore being in the way slightly. Semaphore signal is in the way. Yes, we have one here too. Now, let's try and keep that one around. I hope that we are not causing too many issues here now with live semaphore fixing and changing about. We need a piece of track here going to there. Please, too sharp a turn. Yes, you can do it. It's a bit asymmetrical, but there we go. And then it would only make sense to put this about there and this change signal about here. There's no reason for you standing around out there. Can't delete. I know. Thank God. That's the one we wanted to. Not the entire railroad. No. Things being quiet on the railroad can mean two things. The trains are really spread out and running really smoothly and good, and everything is doing all right. Or it can mean something different. It can mean that it is they are all stuck somewhere, you know. And that's not good. We could do a bit of morning mood. This, I'm not sure about the source. That it is allowable. It is beautiful though. Now what do we have here if not the gravel train? Did I just screw this up? Yes, I did just screw this up a bit. Maybe. Never mind. There we go. It's called dynamic range. Yes. Yes. Was there anything more, you know, of substance here that we wanted to cover this evening? Otherwise, you know, it's been getting late for hours, and now it is really goddamn late. Crap. This is not working. This is working though. This town is working nicely, I think. How are you doing here? You're very happy. You're well fed. You're in good health. You're cultured. Not very sporty. You watch television instead. You're not very heavy on the drinking. Does anyone use the beer kiosk here? It does not have any alcohol. Right. That's the technical services. The distribution office would be here. And we put it where exactly? Here. Yes. We'll round it out here. Friends, thank you so very much for watching. And this is really inappropriate considering the music here, but good night.